and I am Sananda. And I come to be with you at this time in indeed these momentous changing times you are approaching right now. All of you know why these changes are happening now, and you are all anticipating these great changes. But know that it is indeed time to get to work. What does that mean? In your discussion earlier, it meant different things for different people. And that is how it must go. It is different for everyone. What does work mean? For some, going to work means a drudgery job, going each day to the same place over and over. That's what work means to some. To others, it means to go within and find that inner knowing within self, that God consciousness within you that is always there. And find that within you and begin to manifest that outside of yourself. Perhaps, yes, to open a door for another, but only that one that is ready to have that door opened for them. That is how it must go. You cannot do it for them. You cannot walk through the door for them. They have to do it, and they have to be ready to do it. Mm-hmm. And as long as there is a glimmer, just a smidgen, a glimmer, that they are ready, you can open that door a crack. And if they show an interest more, you can open it up a little bit further, and a little bit further, and so on, and so on. That is going to work. That is what is meant by this. To allow for the process to develop, both within yourself and within others in their own speed. It is their journey, just as it is your journey. We cannot live that journey for you. You have to live the journey. They have to go through the journey, just as you have gone through it, just as you have come to the awakening point within yourselves and realizing the God consciousness within you are one and the same. Just as you have realized that, they are in the process of realizing that as well, but at their own pace. So allow them to have that pace. And whenever possible, whenever it is called for, whenever they ask for it, then it is time, yes, to intervene. You all have a mission. Many of you have been working in that mission, just in the process of coming together each and every Sunday for these conference calls that you have, is working on your mission, because it is working on yourselves, moving within yourselves, again, finding that God consciousness connection that has always been there, but it was blinded by the illusion that was set up in front of you. That illusion, if you allow it, is no longer there. The veil, if you allow it, is no longer there. So be ready, my friends, my brothers and sisters, be ready. Be ready to go about your Father's mission, your higher God self mission, which is your mission, one and the same. I and my Father are one. Say that within yourself daily, many times within the day if you can. I and my Father are one. I and my God self are one. I am in my Father. My Father is in me. We are one together as God consciousness, unity consciousness together. And together, all of us together will form that unity consciousness and create the new world that is right there in front of us, right there ready for the creation to begin more and more in earnest. I am Sananda, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to understand and know what you are here to do, why you are here for it, and what you are to do, and what comes next in the next moment, over and over, moment to moment. Continue to be in that moment. Mani Padme Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here. Shoshana is here. And we have no follow-up to that wonderful message from Sananda. So we move directly into your questions if you have them.
Yes, I have.
Are you ready for your... Yes, please.
Greetings. Could you kindly tell us all the wonderful changes that are about to happen to all of us around the world?
Oh, my dear brother, you know we cannot do that. We cannot do that, would not do that, even if we could, because it would be interfering or intervening in your journey. You must go, as Sananda has said, as your movie, The Matrix, gave, we can only open the door. We are opening the door for you, but you have to move through it. So we cannot interfere with the surprises that are ahead for you. Even those that have the ears to hear and the eyes to see at this point. Even those of you that are awake are going to be astounded at times by some of these things that come forward. Even those things that are so deep within the human psyche that have been held back for so long, but have been coming to the surface more and more and more, and are going to continue to do so. Rapid changes, starting with your day tomorrow, as the inauguration occurs of the One. And we use that term purposely here, the One. We will not go further into that now. That is up to your imagination to understand what we are saying here. But just be ready for these changes and then adapt to them as they come. Your life, your third-dimensional illusion, your matrix is in the process of crumbling. And we also use that term purposely, crumbling, because it is going to be a new world that you are creating. Shoshana, do you have anything you add?
Well, we will add a perspective here if we made your brother.
Yes, please. Absolutely.
Your brother. We do not wish to sound, as you call it, a downer. But you must be aware that there is still a fight ahead. There are still battles to be won. And as we find it, the lineup for these battles is extraordinary. But you must not find frustration or disappointment in your being, as things will move as they are meant to, you see. Things will move forward as they are meant to. And there is great change in the air. But we must caution you to remain living in the moment. Enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. Enjoy what is around you. Be in joy and enjoy, no matter what the battle is. Because that is the position of the enlightened one, you see. No matter what is happening, they find the joy, they find the beauty. They find solace in the moment, you see. So, yes, there is great change. And we will tell you that you will see battles. to create the change. It is not an overnight process, as most of you wish for, but it is coming. So please, dear brother, be patient, open your ears, open your eyes, and open your heart. Namaste.
What we will tell you a little bit further, though, is as these changes continue to develop, you will see an acclimation. Those that are beginning to acclimate to these changes more and beginning to, you have a term, change their tune more and more, if they begin to awaken. That is what we can tell you at this point.
Excellent. Thank you.
Ready. Would there be any other questions here?
Okay, this is Lorelei. I have had a situation where, I've done many travelings and here, there, and everywhere in the cosmos and the universe and the inner earth. And I experience them, I sense them, I feel them extremely. I know exactly what's going on, but I do not have this kind of brilliant, clear, third-eye vision. Really, I'm not seeing it like I would open my eyes and see. And I know others are seeing that. I know my mother had an experience about a week ago where she was seeing everything in vivid technicolor, in her third eye. So I've been kind of annoyed by this for a while, but I asked my higher self what the situation was and whether there was damage in childhood, and yes, there was some, but it wasn't the major thing. The major thing, as I understand it, is that I had made a decision or a choice to not have the third eye vision, but that now I'm sort of grown beyond that choice in my life. So when I first came in, it was a choice not to have that vision. So then my question for you is, do you concur? And second of all, do you have some kind of an affirmation to say, like to dissolve that that promise or that choice, whatever? And also, does Shoshana have any natural ways to help my third eye open, like things I can take?
Well, since you have mentioned directly Shoshana, we will turn that over to her at first here.
Okay, thank you.
So, dear sister, you have posed a difficult question for us, but we will, in many ways, attempt to help. So, there is a formula that must be used to allow the third eye to open, dear one. And that is, first and foremost, letting go of all attachments. It is not something that you wanted to hear. You would like a potion, a lotion, something to take internally, some procedure. But it is all internal, you see. It is all awareness. It is all inside of you. If you believe that you made a promise in the beginning lifetime not to open your third eye,
It's a program.
and you wish to dissolve that promise, it is as simple as clicking your heels 3 times. I do not
Really?
wish for this.
Oh my goodness! Really? From The Wizard of Oz?
Yes. That
My
was a very brilliant movie, you see, with lots of lessons that apply to all of us right now.
Wow.
You do not have to limit your spiritual path. You just simply must make a decision in this current life to do the things you need to do to have your third eye open a little more. We find that it is open, but you wish for it to open a little more. Mm-hmm. And you cannot, as beings, do any comparison. You cannot compare yourself to another, as that will slow the process. You cannot look over at another and say, oh, I wish for that. Oh, I wish for that. Oh, I want that. As soon as you do that, you put yourself in a position of not following your true path. You are sidetracked. You are distracted. You cannot do that. So if you wish for the full opening of your third eye, the first and foremost attitude must be not to look a glance, look to the left, look to the right at others. That is a mistake. You must focus solely on yourself, you see, and you must simply ask. And when you ask for this to occur, you cannot say in that moment, well, that didn't work, because it is timing, you see. It is divine timing. And as you wish for this with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and you put yourself in that position of desire, and you work at that, and you wish for that, and you wish for the God source to fully integrate and merge with your third eye, you must be in that. You must be in that position, you see. Does that make sense, dear sister?
It does. Can I clarify one thing?
Yes.
Okay. It seems like we don't want to go in the negative. I do not wish for this, but would it be better to say, I wish for my third eye to be fully open? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is
I wish.
perfect.
Thank you. That is wonderful. That's such a great thing.
Namaste, dear sister.
We have something to add here, and that is your saying, be careful of what you wish for, because you do indeed wish for your third eye to open fully, and it does. Are you ready for that? Because as Shoshana has given, there are attachments that you still have, programming that is still within you, that if you were to open your third eye immediately, you would not be ready for what you would then see.
Okay. Can I say to gradually open more and more or something like that?
Yes, that is appropriate. And then also, you must continue to be consciously aware of letting go of those attachments in the moment, you see. In the moment. That is the key. That is the key.
Oh, my goodness. Let me ask one more quick follow-up.
We would say one more thing. That is when those that have attempted to take heaven by storm in terms of moving through their Kundalini expression, before it was time for them to do so. And they move, at that point, they move into a term, temporary, but they move through a term of insanity because they are not ready for the tremendous energies that are released at that point. So very similar in opening your third eye in this respect.
Yeah, I had a follow-up question. If we open our third eye and we're seeing from the third eye as well as the physical eye, can we distinguish the difference, or do we not know, and is that part of the problem?
We would like to add our perspective here, dear sister. May we go first on this?
Yes, please.
We would like to add here. This is the third eye opening. It is not what you think it is. It is not your forehead opens up and suddenly you have three eyes. That is not how it occurs. What happens is your vision, your physical vision changes, so that in each moment you find the wisdom in the experience. You find the godliness in the experience. You find the reverie, the joy, the amazing life moment that you are experiencing in the moment when you see through your third eye, through your physical eyes. So So, for example, if you were viewing a situation from a third eye advantage, you would, when you knew that your mother was having a vivid experience, you would revel in that. You would find great joy in that. You would be exalted by that. You would praise God for that, you see. That is the divine opening of the third eye. If you found yourself wishing for it or feeling frustrated by it or wanting to know why you didn't have the experience, you are not seeing through the third eye. Does that make sense, dear sister?
Yes, definitely. And I was happy though that at her age 93, the question mark comes in like, what is it? Some kind of dementia or something like that? And I think like I was like 6 of one, half dozen another. I want to support her in not feeling scared and being okay with it, but then also a little bit of concern that there might be something wrong, But do you think there was anything wrong, or was it just a third eye experience?
Well, and here, dear sister, there is never anything wrong. There is no wrongness to human experience. There is never a wrongness to it. It is just an experience, you see. What we find, though, we can be candid here, if we may, dear sister.
What?
What we find is that she is viewing heaven. She is becoming closer to her God self. She is viewing heaven from her position. And we find that when many are ready to transition, they begin to see heaven. They begin to see things that you cannot see. They are naturally opening their third eye to the possibility of becoming one with their God consciousness without knowing that is what they are doing. That is often what you call a dementia patient, which we do not call it that, is doing.
Yeah.
They're viewing heaven and they cannot explain it, you see. They don't have the language. They don't have they are not bound by the earth anymore, you see. So we will say that your beautiful mother is rejoining her divine soul, and that is what she's doing. We do not know anything more than that, but we do know that that is a common experience for those that are moving forward in their transition. We apologize if we have shaken you up, but that is what we know.
No, I know there is a question mark as to whether she would ascend or whether or not. I kind of hope she might ascend with us, but okay.
She's ascending.
Thank you.
Yes.
Would there be other questions here now?
Good morning. I have a question, please.
Yes.
This very morning, during meditation, I have an experience that I was in front of some beings that they were debating among themselves if they should drop the veil on me. And each one of them expressed their opinion, and then they look at me, and I said, from the inner part of me, I said, I think I am ready. And then they dropped the veil. But what is the meaning of they dropped the veil? Thank you.
We would ask you that question. What is that meaning for you? What does it mean to drop the veil? What is the meaning for you?
Wow. I really don't know.
Yes, you do. You know. Just as all that are listening here know the answer to this. What we have been speaking of for quite some time now, each and every time you come together, about dropping the matrix, letting the matrix go, moving on, moving through the ascension process. It is all one and the same. You are in the process of doing exactly that, dropping the veil. And you have also heard before that those have come through this one, James, have said many times, indeed, there is no veil. It is only there if you believe it is there. So if you begin to more and more believe that it is not there, and indeed was really never there to begin with, then you begin to understand more fully what it means to move on beyond the third dimensional illusionary matrix. You are in that process of moving beyond it right now. So begin to believe it. Believing is seeing. Remember that. Believing is seeing. And then once you fully believe, then you begin to fully know. And once you fully know, guess what? The third eye truly begins to open more and more at that point. That is the key. Believing is seeing. Practice that, and your third eye will continue to open more and more.
One who says, I also had like a kind of a feeling that at that moment after my veil dropped, I have some ability to tune into the flow of knowledge, into the flow of wisdom of the world. That's kind of.
We must contribute, dear, if we may.
Please do, Shoshana.
We must contribute to you, dear sister, if we may. May we contribute something here?
Yes, thank you.
Dear sister, we know you as a being that has always had this ability, that has a great intuitive ability to tap into the energy that you find yourself in, the energy of others, the energy of the earth, the energy of the plants. You have always had this ability. You brought this with you in this lifetime. What is stopping you from fully immersing into this ability is that perhaps you would feel alone. Perhaps you would feel that there are no others that can do this. Perhaps you are, as all beings do, holding back. For whatever reason, you are holding back. If one immerses themselves in their full ability, they will go beyond what they find themselves in, and perhaps beyond unknown, which in many respects is a scary place for human beings, to go beyond and to find themselves in what they do not know, you see. But we will tell you, dear one, you must acknowledge in this moment, right now, that this ability that you have always had, and you do not need to cultivate it. It is there for you. And that is why the veil dropped, because it is showing you that you must acknowledge this once and for all and live it. Does this make sense, dear sisters?
Oh, my goodness. It does make a lot of sense now.
Yes. Namaste.
Very good. Are there further questions here?
I have a question, please, and greetings.
Yes.
There's a stomach flu going around my area, hitting people quite hard. I wondered, it occurred to me that perhaps this had something to do with kind of transforming, purging out some of the necessary evil, if you will, something like that.
So is your question here, why are these ones having as you say, stomach flu?
That's right.
We would say it is all about imbalance. It is all about the mind, body, and spirit being out of balance. And those things that are in your air, in your water, all of these things contribute to that out of balance situation. But beyond that, it is a belief. Again, believing is seeing. So if one were to fully believe that they could never have a sickness or an illness or anything of this nature, then they would not, you see. So those that go through life more and more without those illnesses more fully believe in themselves, within them, that they will not have these ailments. But those that believe they will have these ailments, such as those that say, oh, it is the change of season, so now it is time I will be sick, you see? And there are many that go through that. They believe 2 times, maybe 1, but usually 2 times a year, they will have that. Even this one we speak through, James, used to have that, believed that when the seasons changed, he would have some type of sickness. He got over that. He doesn't believe that way anymore. So very seldom does he have this issue. It still crops up some, but it is not fully the way it was before. So for those that have this, they need to begin to let go of that. That's simply programming by those of your cabal and those that have created that, put that into the atmosphere, so to speak, even literally put it into the atmosphere in some cases. So you need to let go of the thinking of that. So if they have, as you say, stomach flu, it does not mean you need to have it, you see. Do not believe that you will. Believing is seeing. Shoshana, do you have anything?
Well, we will add something here, dear sister. Something simple. May we add?
Yes, that would be nice. Thank you. Thank you.
An illness is an opportunity to master the body. That is all it is, you see. In this human discourse, in this human experience, when you find yourself out of balance, as one has given, it is the opportunity to put yourself back in balance. It is your opportunity to learn to master the physical. That is all it is. That is all it has ever been, you see. So each person that finds themselves in some kind of illness, they must know
Hello? Everybody,
Didn't we lose James and Joanna?
sounds
I think we just lost them.
Yeah, they'll come back.
Please mute your phones.
they do not hear us.
Oh, now
Now
we hear
we
you.
do.
We didn't hear you.
Do you wish for us to repeat?
I think I got the gist of it is mastering our body.
Yes, that is the point of illness, is to learn mastery.
Okay.
That is the point of all
Thank
of
you so
this.
much.
Namaste.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you.
Very good. Then we move on. Is there any further question? We take one more if there is. Then we need to release channel. No further question? Then, Shoshana, do you have parting message?
Well, we will just say that in each moment that you find yourself in the third dimensional realm wondering what is next, the only thing that is next for you is to learn mastery, become the master that you were, and apply the principles of mastery over your current moment. Namaste.
Nice.
Very good. And then we simply reiterate what Sananda gave earlier. Time to get to work. Time to go about your Father's mission, your higher God self mission. Time to begin more and more to reconnect with that higher God self within you. Shanti, peace be with you, either one.
Cheers.
Now remaining in your tube of protective white light, focus a moment on your breathing as you take several deep cleansing breaths. Just focus on relaxing and letting go and becoming more and more centered within yourself and letting the outside world just drift away for a bit. And take a deep breath now, breathing in the light. And exhale out any tension, stress, negativity of any kind. Just let that go out gently with the exhalation of your breath. Take another deep breath now, breathing in the light. And exhale out the darkness. One more time, breathe in the light. And exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and become aware of the 9 chakra centers that have become activated and reactivated within all of you. And pay particular attention to the alignment of those chakras and the specific colors within each chakra, but not so much the color itself, but the intensity of that color. So as you move up the scale of the chakras, focus on raising the intensity of each of the colors in the chakra to the highest intensity you can possibly imagine or visualize. So starting now from the Earth Star chakra just below your feet, see that as a deep earth brown color. High intensity brown. And moving up to the root chakra, bright, brilliant ruby red color. To the next, orange. And to the solar plexus area, bright, brilliant yellow. Perhaps picture a sun there. To the heart center, bright, brilliant blue-green, beautiful blue-green color. To the high heart center, magenta. And to the throat area, sky blue. Picture a beautiful, bright, brilliant blue sky. And to the third eye in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. Picture a beautiful night sky. And to the crown chakra at the top of the head, gold or violet or silver. And then the soul star chakra just above your head, pure brilliant white. Now as you focus on all of those chakras and the high intensity of each of the colors in the chakras, know that you are raising the vibrational frequency within each of those chakras. And as you are raising the vibrational frequency within each chakra, you are raising the corresponding glandular function that's associated with that chakra. And as you're raising the vibration within the physical body, which also is raising the vibration within all the cellular structure within the body and the organs and everything. So as you're raising the entire vibrational frequency within the physical body, know that you are bringing balance to yourself. And balance is what keeps disease from occurring, where it's out of ease, where it's out of balance. So raising the vibrational frequency now, as you are doing, you are raising your body to a balance and warding off any disease, illnesses, anything of that nature. So now bring all of the chakras together, merge them all together up into the soul star chakra. And once you do that, see that merging in the soul star chakra as a three-dimensional six-pointed star. And this is your Merkaba light vehicle, which your conscious knowing self now can move into that vehicle as if you were sitting in a small ship, and feel, though, the vibration all around you, the vibration of all of those chakras that have come together and are now vibrating together as one. High vibration. Feel the vibration within you. And know that the vibration is increasing and increasing and increasing now in your Merkaba light vehicle or in your light body. So feel that vibration becoming higher and higher and higher, and even approaching the speed of light, perhaps 3/4 of the speed of light. And then feel yourself moving away from your physical body, just floating up away. See your physical body falling below you as you rise up into the sky, up through the clouds, and you go all the way until you pass the Earth's atmosphere. Become aware now of all of the planets of the solar system, the solar sun, all of the millions of ships that are out here in their corresponding consciousness. And then look back down at the Earth and see the Earth now. See the Earth in its three-dimensional form, just as you see it on a daily basis, going about your business every day. And you see this matrix that has been pulled over your eyes so that you only see and know the illusion that has been created here. But now, as you are looking at it, you are seeing life as you know it on a daily basis. Perhaps people going to work, driving their cars, moving through their daily lives, shopping, whatever they are doing. And also, though, see the Earth as she is now, as far as the pollution in the sky, the various things that make it a three-dimensional illusion. Perhaps, in a sense, see the ugliness that is there, but just for a moment. Just see what is that illusion, again, that has been pulled over your eyes as a veil. Now, as you have done in the past, take out those 5D glasses that you all have. And if you haven't gone through this before, just simply visualize a pair of 5D glasses that you can now put on. And put those glasses on. And notice the shift that changes as soon as you do, as you're looking down at the Earth. And now with the 5D glasses you are looking through, see the world, see Gaia as she is meant to be, and as she is already in the process of becoming a 5D world, the veil being lifted from your eyes. And now see the sky, the beautiful, bright blue sky with many different colors, merging within it, intermixed within it. Feel the crisp air. Look all around at the plants and the flowers and trees. See how beautiful it all is. See how everything is different as you put those glasses on. Those of you that remember a movie that was called Free Guy, when he, the main character in the movie, put those glasses on and he saw the real world that had been kept from him and from all that he knew in that world. But now he could see the world, see reality as it really is. So too now you see reality, the reality that you are in the process of creating. Just as you as a collective created the third dimensional illusion, you are now creating the fifth dimensional new reality. So see that across the world now. See the beauty. What was ugly before, see it transformed into the beauty that it is. The beauty that it already is. You just need to make the transformation yourself. You just need to remove that veil once and for all and see the world as it is, as it was meant to be, the Garden of Eden, if you will. See it beautiful. Towering trees, blooming flowers, plants growing in huge numbers and heights, fruits, vegetables growing everywhere, bountiful, abundance. Perhaps you want to see the transformation from your three-dimensional world, such as cars and things of this nature, to what is possible in the times ahead. Perhaps flying cars, whatever it is. See it as your creation. You are creating this world, this new world. So create it any way that you want. You want to see ships landing everywhere? Then see that, visualize that, create that. Look at the waters of the oceans. See how crystal clear the ocean is now in your new world. And feel those negative ions, but not just when you are by the ocean or by a body of water, but all the time. Imagine that would be like to have that joyful, blissful feeling moving through you at all times. Create that now. Again, this is your creation. And as the saying in your movie, The Matrix, I can show you the door, but you are the one that has to walk through it. You are walking through it. All of you are in the process of walking through that door, just as Neil walked through the door and saw the new reality. You are walking through that door and seeing the new reality. And the more you continue to see it, the more it will continue to blossom in front of you and become your new reality. Now know that you have the power to, any time you want, to put on these five-dimensional glasses and see the new world that you are creating, the new world that comes after ascension. as you also know, ascension is a process. You are all moving through that process. Even right now, as you do this meditation, you are moving through that process. You are moving closer and closer to your ascension. Now, if you would, please begin to find your way back to your physical form from wherever you find yourself. Just come back gently. Come back to your physical body, bringing your astral and etheric body back into your physical. Feel yourself merging back in with your light body, the Merkaba light vehicle. Perhaps the Merkaba light vehicle as a three-dimensional six-pointed star will remain around your physical body. You being in that Merkaba light vehicle, in your light body, remaining in your light body, even if it is only for a few minutes as you come back now into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed.